What's going on, all you Tulsa King fans out there? Your two favorite Paramount Plus enthusiasts are back once again, and we got a good one for you tonight. We're talking about the second season of the all star cast. This show from the creator of The Sopranos, from Taylor Sheridan involved, a lot of high quality, talent involved in this. The cast is stacked. Of course, it's led by Sylvester Stallone. That's right. We're talking about the second season of Tulsa King.
You want to go down fighting, huh?
Relax there, grasshopper.
Dad, what is going on here? I want to teach him some conflict resolution.
Nothing resolves a conflict like a good smack in the chops, guys.
Tulsa King.
That's right. These two wild Chicago boys are back here for another review for Cinephellas. We've been on a roll lately with all the Paramount Plus shows, of course, Yellowstone, all the Taylor Sheridan shows, of course, Tulsa King ending its second season recently on Paramount Plus. Back to talk about this, but of course, main focal point here is Sly Stallone as Dwight Manfredi, a New
The
Yorker,
general.
the general that gets exiled from New York down to Tulsa, Oklahoma, getting involved with the weed business and much, much more.
Much, much more. Yeah, many strains of weed. Just huge greenhouses and fields full. So Dwight's into the pot business this year. Bodie Martin Starr owning the dispensary. That plays heavily into the season. But the main focus this season is the rival mafia that's involved, and that's when we're introduced to Frank Grillo's character, Bill Bevilacqua. He's a Tulsa guy, and Dwight's stepping into his territory. So the two of them, it's the main focal point this season. The two of them butting heads and trying to get one or the other to budge and get out of each other's territory. And there's going to be some dead bodies in the way. And that's what second season of Tulsa King, it increased the violence. We got a lot more body count, I feel like, in the second season. And, it was exciting to see those two go head to head, chewing up scenery together. And, another season where we saw Dwight Manfredi, like a fish out of water there in Tulsa, just like completely clueless. He's been in the slammer for over 20 years, trying to repair his relationship with his daughter and, trying to come out into this new world and get ahead again. And he's had some successes up to this point, but he starts having some failures here in season two.
Yeah, for sure. Sly Stallone has seen some shit, in the second season, picking up, trying to rekindle this relationship with his daughter, having to do with, all these different, mobsters, as you said earlier, Frank Grillo's character. You got the New Yorkers here, Dominic Lombardozzi, and of course, Vincent Piazza, both from Boardwalk Empire, playing the New Yorkers, getting into some shit, but it's really focused on these three. And of course, the Asian guy behind me as well is a big player in this season.
And don't forget about Big Neil McDonough,
Ooh.
the country rancher guy who is involved with Sly Stallone's girlfriend in this, who runs the stables and all that, Margaret Devereaux, played by Dana Delaney, an actress that I remember, back in the day, much like Stallone, they had, big TV and movie careers back in the day. Yeah, it's all about their relationship blossoming. And then, yeah, Dwight having to deal with all these rivals coming into his life and trying to take over. And like I mentioned before, there's some bodies left in all the carnage here. And then Neil McDonough's much like the big businessman rancher guy who's also in the weed business. And he's trying to play Bill and Dwight off each other and to his advantage. He's hoping that they kill each other off basically so he can be the lone survivor. But had a pretty good time with this season. It got a little silly, in several spots there. The one that really stands out, like we were talking about the other day on the podcast, when Tyson's dad went to the van and it was rigged with the explosive and it went off and, he was barely hurt. Somehow they made it look like he was going to he was obviously blown up like he would be in reality. But yeah, he just went to the hospital with a little limp. Basically it was nothing.
Completely unbelievable. And that's what the, part of the charm of the show. It doesn't take itself too seriously at times.
Right.
And it seemed like that, especially. Yeah, he should have been blown up to a million pieces. He was inside of the vehicle and it blew up. A lot of scenes like that. There's a lot of cheesiness and ridiculousness to the show, but it's fun at the same time. It's serious, but also has fun with it at the same time. Sly's crew is great. They have great chemistry together, of course. Here at Headland, playing Mitch, works at the bar, and Martin Starr and the rest of the crew here, and they get in some sticky situations. Sly Stallone is really funny throughout this. He's always like eating suckers, edibles, and stuff like that. He's all baked,
Yeah.
going to these meetings with other people in the weed business, meeting up with them. It's just really funny. It's not, a side of Sly you wouldn't think you would see, at this age. And I really enjoyed that part.
Yeah, I really enjoy this performance too. He's having a lot of fun, getting a lot of respect, and viewers are turning up. This is one of the highest rated Paramount Plus shows to date. They just signed up for 2 more seasons, so they have a lot of faith in this moving forward. Hopefully, they can lock up, the creatives involved too, Terry Winter, and obviously Taylor Sheridan's going to still be involved behind the scenes. So hopefully, we get some great seasons to come. I had a good time this season. Did I like it as much as the first one? No, just because the first season really was like taking Sly, from the prison for 20 years and then putting him out and basically in the country. He just didn't know what to do and he had to build himself up. So I enjoyed watching the rise. This is kind of like he's a little established now. And then like stuff from his past comes back to haunt him. So I'm really interested to see where the show is moving on from here. I think it's going to go to some, even better places in the way the season ended too. We don't really know what's happening there. So it's going to pick up from where that left off. So that'll be interesting too. But yeah, I really love all the talent involved with this. It's got a great cast. Everybody's having the time of their lives there. It seems like they're pretty bonded on set and everything. So yeah, I had a really great time with Tulsa King season 2. And I'm going to give Tulsa King season 2, I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5 Chicky Ivan Izzy hair pieces.
Yeah, just call me Max Casella.
Armand.
Armand. That character really annoyed me throughout the entire
Yeah.
season, but I think that was the whole point. He was, down on his luck, made a lot of stupid decisions, and
Sure.
towards the end, he was like basically Henry Hill from Goodfellas. That's what he looked
As
like.
cliche as he was, there's really those people out there. It's kind of sad,
Yeah.
but he did a good job of playing that. But yeah, it was
Yeah.
definitely cliche.
Of course, a lot of Sopranos, Boardwalk Empire actors in this show. Terrence Winter, of course. This is a pretty good season. I wouldn't say it was as good as the first one, like you were saying, but it was enjoyable. A few episodes were silly, a little slow at times, but overall, it's a good ride. It definitely a show you want to watch during the holiday season, chilling at home. Check it out on Paramount Plus. Some interesting characters here. Sly Stallone, as always, is fun to watch, and the rest of the cast. Some cool action scenes in this, and I like the ending where that's leading, and it keeps you guessing and what's going to happen in the upcoming 2 seasons. With that being said, I'm going to give season 2 of Tulsa King. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. Sly Stallone pieces. I want to hear from all you Wallet Cowboys out there. What did you like about Tulsa King season 2? What didn't you like about it? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to stay subscribe. Check out these wild rascals on Facebook, X, and Instagram, and our website, Cinephellas.com, for latest, greatest TV, movie news, and reviews.
Oh, that's right. And speaking of Paramount Plus, since we enjoy it so much and they have a lot of great shows, currently on, even we're also watching Landman. We're going to be back to review that whole season when it wraps up. Yellowstone's going to be wrapping up in December. Some really crazy last couple episodes, it's all going to end and you can feel it. It's starting to get really good. So we'll be back to review those and, more Paramount Plus shows and movies in the future. So stay tuned, you wild rascals. So until the next Cinephellas TV review, I am Uncle Henry Manfredi.
And I'm Max Casella, signing out until the next TV review. Cheers!